So, Chris, first of all, then, as we look ahead to Oxford, in terms of injuries and availability, how are you looking?
Yeah, we're okay. Look, first of all, I just want to really. I think you all get caught up in the game last week, and obviously the emotion of everything, and the disappointing ending to the game. And I've never really touched upon it, but I thought about it this week. Just what a great club that we all work for. For 30-odd thousand people to be there for a team that's been bottom of the division all season and on a losing streak, and sort of the build up to it all, and people scrambling around to get a ticket. I think overriding disappointment was obviously we couldn't reward the supporters and the people that got right behind me and got right behind the team right the way through. We didn't give them what they wanted ultimately, and which was a win. So that was a disappointing thing. But from the club's still alive and kicking. These times don't last forever. Tough people do, and I think we've talked about that. Personally, the coaching staff and the players, whether they have to toughen up a little bit as well. But we come from a strong part of the world where things aren't given to us. I was never thinking that we'd roll out and win the game 5-0. But just really disappointed that we didn't really give them something to shout about over the weekend. But thank them, as I said at the start, for the incredible backing right the way through the week. In terms of the injuries, we're okay. Tom Davies played in the 21s in the week, played 45 minutes. So we've got a decision to make over the weekend with him. Danny Ings has come through a week's training as well. Same with him as well. If we can get them involved, which I'm really trying to, because I do believe it is the time for experience as well when you're going through these little periods. Previously, from my experience, it's not maybe time to experiment. It's not time to chuck a young un in, unless we feel it's the right time. But so to get them to back, even if they're back amongst the group training and inputting their career knowledge and wisdom through the period that we're having at the moment, because they'd have been through it. Tom would have been through it at Everton. Danny would have been through it at West Ham as well. So important that we get those experienced boys back. Apart from that, Andre Brooks rolled his ankle the day before the game on Friday, so he's out over the weekend. But certainly good news on the two that are as close as we can be expected to be.
Yeah, lots to digest there. But on the returning players, are they at a point where they need sort of drip feeding back into the team to build up their minutes, or can they perhaps just go?
Yeah,
particularly Tom.
I think it'd be pretty reckless after Danny came in late, and we all understood that. I think when you're training on your own and you're doing bits and pieces to get up to full tilt. And I think there was a little bit of a desperation to get Danny in the team and to pile his minutes up in training, and I think that sort of materialised in him picking up a hamstring injury. And Tom has obviously not had the best of luck in terms of injuries over the last 3 or 4 years. So he came back apparently really in tip-top form and in condition and tweaked a calf. So it'd be reckless for me just to go bosh. There you go. There's 90 odd minutes. But as I said, Andy, just to have them around the place, in the changing room, mixing with the players is a massive boost for us.
Standing in the way of 3 points this weekend, then Oxford. What's your assessment of the challenge that they provide right now?
I'm not really going to talk about. We'll talk internally about their game plan and what we need to do. We really need to focus on us producing a really good performance for the players, for the football club, most importantly for the supporters, to reconnect them. I'm sure we'll have sold out our away allocation as we always do away from home. We're playing a competitive side. We've had a couple of decent results, but I think you've seen the Championship this season. There's all sorts of results happening all over the place. Would anybody have tipped Oxford to go to Bristol City? and get a win.
It does seem more unpredictable this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And they've had, started off the season with some not great results, and then had some decent results against two fancy sides in Leicester and Coventry. So, as you know, they're always going to be competitive. I know Gary really well, and he'll see this as an opportunity with us in the position that we're in mentally, as well as all the other aspects of the game. But I think he'll realise as well that we'll light a fire, and when that comes, he'll be hoping that it's not tomorrow, but we have the capabilities of doing that, and that's been my challenge to the players, that this has to be our day, and we've got to say yes and take that forward.